you really need to work on yourself to manifest a beautiful, healthy, romantic relationship. Working on yourself could be healing work, inner child work, rewiring your subconscious mind, childhood traumas, uh, or self care, self love. Like it could be anything, literally, physically, mentally, emotionally, socially, spiritually, even sexually. Like, do you really need to work upon those things to manifest a relationship? Because that's quite controversial. A lot of the people talk about healing. You need to go through a healing journey. You need to go through some kind of journey, some kind of process, some kind of thing to get what you want. If you're not getting what you want, if you don't have a relationship, you haven't manifested your one, that means you have to go through healing. Is that really necessary? Because I personally realize from my experience, it's not necessary. It's not necessary, but yes, it does require some kind of a work on yourself if you are not understanding or realizing that you have the power to create your life. If you are giving your power to the other people, blaming outside of you what's happening outside of you, saying it's happening because of them, then yes, you do need some kind of process, technique, method, strategy, whatever, to get back in your center, to get back in your zone, to manifest the relationship that you want. But if you already understand these things, you already understand that you create your reality, you can be, do, have anything, this is your life, this is your game, you make your rules, you don't have to go through these processes, you can decide right now and you can have it everything. If you understand these things and if you realize these things, then you don't need to go through healing work, you don't need to go through any kind of process or journey. Of course, there are gonna be some processes and journey that's gonna be happening from point A to point B. Point A is where you are right now, and point B is where you have the relationship or whatever your end goal, your desired goal is. So there will be some process, definitely. That's what we can say. But doesn't necessarily involve that you have to go through healing work or too much self-love, too much self-care, or rewiring your subconscious mind, go to therapist, do this and that. No, it's not necessary. It's not necessary. If you understand that you can be, do, have anything, you understand if you decide you can have a relationship and your desires are your birthright, if you understand these things and you realize these things, you don't need a healing process, journey, work. You don't need healing at all, because at the end of the day, you never get it completely done. And when we talk about there are so many different versions of yourself exist right now, so there is one version of you who require healing, and there is one version of you who is already in a beautiful loving relationship with a person of your choice or new person, whatever. So there are so many multiple parallel versions of you exist right now. So why you think you need to go through the healing only to realize that there are so many versions of you exist right now, and you can choose any version of you right now without any process, without any technique, method, strategy, like this, by reminding yourself, telling yourself, making a decision and a choice in this current moment that I have the relationship. You know what? I have the relationship because I create this life right now. I create my life. So I choose the version of me who is already in the relationship, period. You choose it right now and you keep on reminding, and that's all you need to do to manifest a relationship, because healing is optional. And more importantly, you will going to go through a lot of the stuffs when you're gonna enter into the relationship. It's like people think that they need to prepare so much for fighting, for the battleground. Not really the fighting or the war, but if you are going for some competition or a contest, people think that they need to prepare a lot before the contest and the competition. But the real game begins when you actually go for the competition, when you are in the competition in itself. That's where the real game begins. So no matter how much healing processes, journey, work you do before you have a relationship, but the real thing will going to begin when you're going to enter into a relationship, when you're going to manifest a relationship, because your person will going to mirror exactly what you are internally. Like they're gonna exact mirror reflection of you. So you're gonna see all that stuff coming up in your relationship, even if you have healed whatever amount of time, energy, space, whatever you need, you have done everything, still there's gonna be things that's gonna show up in the relationship. So real stuff will going to begin when you're going to enter into the relationship. So personally, I think that you don't need to waste years or time or something like that to heal only to manifest a relationship. You can decide, I can have a relationship right now, I'm already in the relationship. You can decide right now and it's going to be true for you. Once you manifest that relationship, you're going to see a lot of the stuff showing up in your relationship. Personally, based on my experience, I've seen so many things my person saying and doing and acting that was coming from within me, and he was exactly mirroring that back to me. So in the beginning I was having a reaction to it, why he's saying that, why he's doing that. But when I reacted, when I understand deeply that he's a mirror reflection of me, then I don't have to do anything outside of me. The only thing I have to do is to change within myself, choose a different version of me. And when I choose a different version of me, outside has to change, and he changed into the version of him that exactly what I wanted. So the real stuff will going to begin when you're going to enter into the relationship. No matter how much work you're doing before, doesn't really matter that much, because the real game will going to begin when you actually enter the relationship. So you don't need the processes, you don't need healing. You can decide right now and you can have it right now. I hope it makes sense. Let me know if it worked. And I'm not saying healing is bad, or you shouldn't go through the healing, or healing doesn't work or something like that. It does work, because everybody is different and unique, and everybody has a different life situation. So it does work for people, and it is valid. Everything is valid. I'm not saying it's not validated, or I'm not invalidating it, but I'm just saying for the people who are tired of this healing, who are tired of like, oh, I don't want to go through the healing anymore, I just want to get what I want, then this is the thing for you to decide right now. Choose it right now and stick with that decision. Stick with that regardless of what's happening outside of you. Sooner or later things will going to change, and we're going to abide by your decision, will going to happen exactly what you want. So that's the thing that I want to say with you guys. But if you are in the process, you're starting with the manifestation, and you cannot understand and realize these things, and you feel like you need a healing work, then definitely you can go with the healing. But if you don't need to. That's it. Let me know if it helped. Give this video a big thumbs up. Consider subscribing, turn on the bell notification for more such videos. I have courses, masterclass guys waiting for you right now. The links are in description. Check it out. Thank you so much. I'll see you next one. Bye bye.